The Final Four is set, and it's one of the most unpredictable in the last decade. But there were still 6 brackets that did imagine the exact Final Four of FAU, Miami, San Diego State, and UConn. Just 6 from a pool of multiple millions in our men's bracket challenge game. Let's take a look at each of the brackets. Here's bracket 1. This bracket's biggest wins: Princeton to make it all the way to the Sweet 16, and their biggest misses were 2 number 2 seeds losing in the first round, Howard landing a 16-1 upset, and number 10 seeds Penn State and Southern California to the Elite 8. This bracket has FAU and Miami playing in the national championship and FAU winning it all. At 80 points, this bracket ranks 651st and is in the 99.98th percentile. Next, bracket 2. Biggest miss? They picked 15 double-digit seeds to reach the second round and 7 to the Sweet 16. They did leave out all number 1 seeds from the Sweet 16 though. As for the title game, FAU versus UConn, with the Huskies winning it all. At 82 points, this bracket ranks 353rd and is in the 99.99th percentile. Bracket 3. The biggest win is not only picking the correct Final Four, but picking FDU's unworldly 16-1 first round upset over Purdue. The biggest miss though was picking Texas A&M Corpus Christi to pull off a 16-1 upset and advance to the Sweet 16. They too have UConn winning it all with a win over FAU. At 87 points, this bracket ranks 77th and is in the 99.99th percentile. Alright, bracket 4. They successfully picked the West Region's Sweet 16 and Elite 8 correctly, though they went bold with 3 15 seeds in the Sweet 16. This bracket also has FAU and UConn playing for the title, with UConn taking home its 5th national championship. At 92 points, this bracket ranks 12th and is in the 99.99th percentile. Okay, bracket 5, the biggest win. This bracket successfully picked FDU's upset over 1 seed Purdue, and they picked the San Diego State Creighton Elite 8 matchup correctly. Some of their biggest misses though were Arizona, Oral Roberts, and Montana State to the Sweet 16. They went for that 16-1 Howard over Kansas upset and the 14-3 Montana State over Kansas State upset. Ended up with our wild Final Four though, FAU and Miami facing off for the title, and 5 seed Miami taking home the trophy. At 94 points, this bracket ranks 4th and is in the 99.99th percentile. And lastly, bracket 6. Their biggest misses were picking Pitt out of the first 4 to the Elite 8 and Arizona to the Elite 8. But they successfully picked 8 second round games. This bracket went with Miami over FAU in the title game. At 96 points, this bracket ranks 2nd overall in the 99.99th percentile. So 6 brackets with the Final Four correct. 2 are going with Miami, 3 with UConn, and 1 sole bracket is sticking with FAU for the title. This is the lowest number of perfect Final Fours since 2013, when nobody picked the Final Four of Louisville, Wichita State, and Syracuse and Michigan. Last year's heavyweight Final Four of Duke, UNC, Kansas, and Villanova yielded the highest mark in the last decade, with 2,007 perfect Final Four picks. The high mark in the past 10 years is 15,000 in 2015, when 3 number 1 seeds reached the Final Four, and the 4th was traditional powerhouse Michigan State.